Good evening, my name is Garrett and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Clearwater Distillery. This is Lorenz, coming in at a 43% ABV, no age statement. Now, before we get into the actual bottle itself, full disclosure, I reached out to Clearwater Distillery, Matt, and he was gracious enough to send over a bottle of this for me to review. I've done some of their products in the past, so just full disclosure, I do my best to kind of keep that as transparent as possible. Now, Lorenz is kind of an interesting beast because it's actually distilled from cane and apples. So usually when we think of cane, we think of rum. And according to the website, this is not like a rum. This is unaged, and most of your white rums are for mixing, and they're not incorrect in that statement. But I'm interested to see what it does. So, as always, we're trying it two different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, we'll add a drop of water, see what changes up. Now again, I have done several things from Clearwater, and they'll be linked up above and down below for you to enjoy. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be alerted when all sorts of great reviews start showing up. And I love their bottles. I point out every time, I wish more places did this because I love this glass topper. I love it. And I love their bottle shape. This is such a cool, awesome shape. Now, this is actually distilled in-house. This was one of their little love projects, so I'm excited to see how it turns out. And yeah, I mean, it's as clear as a vodka, as a gin, as a white rum. But let's go for notes. Oh, yeah. Ooh. That's different. Oh. Very earthy. I can definitely see why some people would say it reminds them of a rum. It's almost got, and I've pointed this out on other rums. Plantation is a great example. There's almost that rubbery note in there, but it's not an offensive. I enjoy that, almost like screeching tires kind of rubber. Yeah, I like that though. There's something satisfying about that smell. There's a sweetness that's starting to show up here. It's kind of building. I'm gonna let that air out for a minute here. Hold on. Okay, it's been about a moment or two here. Oh yeah, it's opening up a lot. That is like freshly baked cinnamon rolls. And okay. It smells like, so we have a Amish store nearby us, and we stop there every now and again for their cinnamon rolls because they bake them fresh every day. Oh yeah. Cinnamon rolls with a light glaze on the top, a little nuttiness in there. There is a bit of almost like apple dumpling going on too, because that baked goods going with a little bit of an apple sweetness in there, but not like more apple tart than apple sweet. But there is a bit of sweetness in there. That is very, very different. Wow. I like that, but it's very, very different. Definitely, again, if you're a rum drinker, you're probably going to enjoy this a lot, at least from the nose. So, let's go for taste. Ooh, cinnamon. Ooh, apple. Cinnamon. That's earthiness. And, apple dumpling, freshly grated cinnamon stick on top. And I'm specifically pointing out the fresh cinnamon stick, not like cinnamon powder, because that cinnamon stick brings in an earthiness to it. Ooh, but that apple is good in there. It's a baked apple. 100% apple pie almost. But more apple dumpling because you get a little more pastry with it. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. There's a little bit of a almost a charry element. Like if you took... I'm still going to build on top of the apple dumpling. So you have an apple dumpling, fresh apple dumpling, cinnamon stick, grated it, and then you almost bruleed it a little bit. I don't know why you would, but almost like this little bit of a charriness in there. That's what I'm getting. It's a little sweet, but you definitely get the pastry on the taste. 100% I get that fresh pastry. That's going to make some great cocktails. I cannot wait to start playing around with this with some cocktails. Vanilla. I just got some vanilla, almost creme brulee. That's what it is. It's creme brulee. There is a bit of vanilla in the back end here. Vanilla creaminess. So you have an apple dumpling, and you freshly grated cinnamon on top, and then you have a small dish of a vanilla custard with the brulee on top. That's at 100%. 100%. Fight me for it. Fight me. That's it. That was it. Holy crap. That was good. Okay. I'm very curious now what a little dash of water is going to do. If I stop pouring it down the side and get it in the actual glass, maybe I wouldn't have this problem. I love the linger too. It's a little earthy linger going on. That's really good. All right. Let's see what the water does. Brings out that little bit of that charry element, that burnt rubber note a little bit. Actually, I'm getting more and more spice over here now. More baked spices. Apple spice. I love this nose. This is fall in a glass. Yeah. You get a bit of the sweetness, a bit of earthiness. That little bit again, that almost that burnt rubber note. Maybe it's not burnt rubber. It's wet asphalt on a hot day. I know that has a word, and I can't think of the word right now. Future Garrett, put the word here, what that means. Because I'm drawing a blank. All right. Let's go for taste. Yeah. Actually, very similar. I think if the only thing it changes, I'm going to take another sip here just to make sure. It almost speed runs the flavors a little bit more, but all the flavors are showing up. You still get the apple, you still get the spices, get that bit of the brulee going on there. There's no real ABV on the taste. If anything, I would say the biggest difference would be that there's a bit of brightness in the back end. It's a little shiny in the background. Not a lot, but it's just starting to peek through. But that's good too. This is going to be a great cocktail. I know it can be, even on the website, they explain that this can be enjoyed by neat, by sipping on it, or in a cocktail. Definitely, I think in a cocktail, this is going to do some wonders. Oh, you can have a lot of fun with that. All right. Let's talk about market price, because we all know market price is market price, and it's always going to vary. You can actually order this directly from their website for $35. And honestly, for an experience like this, I'd say that's worth it. I would say upwards, a decent rum is going to be in the mid 30s to low 40s. And yeah, there's going to be, again, market pricing. I get that. Honestly, I think the great thing is that if you're a rum drinker, you're going to like this. But it's not a rum. It's more parallel to a rum. There are some similarities that they might cross a little bit, but it's not like a rum at the end of the day. It stands on its own. And honestly, I've got nothing bad to say about it. I think 35, I would say less than $40 is a pretty solid buy in my opinion. And also, real quick, if you're interested in picking yourself up a bottle, I'm going to put their link down below in the description area. So check them out if you want to. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Clearwater Distilleries, Lorenz. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comments section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.